Boyd is about to open a direct doorway straight into the heart of the caves where the monsters live. Henry has the man in yellow's blood in his system and is about to lose his mind completely. And something in the man in yellow's abandoned car just made Victor freeze in absolute shock. Episode 7 of From Season 4 is shaping up to be one of the most dangerous episodes yet. Let me break down everything in this trailer. Welcome back, everyone. The trailer for From Season 4, Episode 7 just dropped, and after that jaw-dropping ending to the last episode, things are about to get significantly darker for everyone trapped in Fromville. Boyd is making increasingly desperate moves that could doom the entire town. Sophia is tightening her grip on Henry in the most terrifying way possible. Victor just found something in the man in yellow's car that shook him to his core. And the cycle of history is threatening to repeat itself in ways nobody is prepared for. Today, I'm breaking down every shot from this trailer, sharing my theories about what's really happening, and predicting what Episode 7 is going to deliver. Spoilers ahead. Let's get into it. The trailer opens with Jade and Henry together in the bar. Jade asks Henry something, and Henry responds with, "Do you hear that?" Jade doesn't hear anything, but Henry clearly does. A beeping sound starts getting louder and louder, almost like a hospital heart rate monitor. The camera pushes closer and closer to Henry's face as a bright light begins shining toward him. This is the man in yellow beginning his assault on Henry's mind, and this time it's going to be different from anything we've seen before. Here's why this is so terrifying. Sophia put the man in yellow's blood directly into Henry's drink. This isn't just the man in yellow planting voices from a distance. Henry literally has his blood running through his system now. Think about what this could mean for the level of control the man in yellow can exert over him. We've seen what the voices alone can do to people like Sarah. With actual blood in his system, Henry could become essentially a puppet. The man in yellow might be able to gain total autonomy over him, making him see whatever he wants, do whatever he commands.
So what exactly is the man in yellow going to do with this level of control over Henry? I have 3 theories, and all of them are dark. The first is the rooftop death. Victor mentioned earlier in the season that when he was young, there was a man who walked off the roof of Colony House. History in Fromville always repeats itself. What if the man in yellow forces Henry to fulfill that same death, making it look like Henry simply lost his mind and jumped? The second theory involves reality warping. The man in yellow once asked Henry whether he'd ever considered that everything happening might just be a dream. What if the beeping Henry hears is actually him inside a hospital somewhere? The man in yellow could make him believe he woke up from a nightmare, only it would be a fabricated hallucination designed to completely break him psychologically. The third and most emotionally devastating theory involves Miranda. Henry is deeply mourning his wife right now. His grief is raw and consuming. The man in yellow is absolutely going to exploit that. Using the image of Miranda to weaken Henry's mind and destroy whatever mental defenses he has left would be exactly his style. Following Boyd's conversation with Victor in the previous episode about remembering the man in yellow's arrival, we see Victor, Ethan, and Tabitha heading to the junkyard, where all the cars from across the town's history have been abandoned. They're looking for the car the man in yellow originally arrived in. This is a fascinating development, but it comes with serious dangers that these characters aren't fully aware of. Here's the critical problem. They don't yet understand that the man in yellow isn't just someone who arrived in the town and started causing chaos. He is the town. He controls it. He created it. Thinking of him as just another resident who drove in one day and turned is dangerously incomplete. It's like looking for clues in Sophia's belongings while she's standing right behind you watching. And we know from this show that every piece of knowledge comes with a price. When Tabitha and Jade discovered they'd been trapped there through multiple incarnations, Jim suffered consequences. Finding information about the man in yellow's origins could cost someone dearly. When Ethan asks Victor if the abandoned vehicle is the man in yellow's car, Victor confirms it. They search it, opening the trunk, checking the glove box, and then Victor finds a bag. His reaction says everything. He freezes. He opens it slowly. Something inside clearly transported him straight back to when he was younger. So what's in the bag? My leading theory is that it contains something deeply personal. Either a toy or game from Victor's childhood that the man in yellow used to manipulate him, or photographs of people the man in yellow was with before he arrived in Fromville. That second possibility is the one that excites me most. Because if there are photos of people who came with the man in yellow, like how Sophia arrived alongside the Reverend, then it means he didn't come alone. There was someone else, someone we haven't accounted for yet. There are also documents visible in the glove box, old documents from a previous cycle of the town's history that could finally give Boyd, Jade, and Tabitha the answers they've been desperately searching for. The most alarming part of this trailer is what Boyd is apparently planning to do. Based on what we see, Boyd is going to open a direct pathway into the caves where the monsters live. Not just near the caves, into them. Boyd gives a speech to the Colony House residents, where he says, "When your enemy threatens you, tries to scare you, that means they're scared of you." It's a rallying cry, an attempt to convince everyone to go on the offensive. But here's the problem. Sophia is standing right there in the room while he says all of this, front and center, watching everything Boyd reveals about his plan, every strategy he thinks he has, every move he thinks he's making. Nothing Boyd does is going to have an element of surprise to it. The man in yellow is going to know exactly where they're headed and be ready for them.
Fatima looks completely done with Boyd in this trailer, and honestly, I understand why. She's deeply connected to Smiley. She can feel what he feels. If the monsters were genuinely afraid of the townspeople the way Boyd claims, Fatima would know. She'd sense it through that connection. She's building the golem. She believes in using hope as a weapon rather than aggression. Her entire philosophy is the opposite of Boyd's charge into the caves approach. This is where I think we're going to see a serious clash. Boyd believes in going on the offensive. Fatima believes in protection and resilience. Both approaches are born from genuine desire to save the town, but they're completely incompatible. And with Donna in a critical condition, the person who's always been Boyd's greatest champion, the one who gets people on his side, Boyd is going to have to fight this battle completely alone. The exchange between Julie and Elgin in the diner is one of the most important moments in this entire trailer. Julie asks him to explain why he's missing an eye. Elgin responds, "We're all being tested." Julie pushes back. "Is part of your test getting mutilated?" Elgin, "There's a truth behind all of this." This is the moment I've been dreading for Boyd. The truth about what happened to Elgin, that he was captured, restrained, and had his eye removed by Sarah while Boyd sanctioned it, has been a ticking time bomb all season. If Elgin tells the full truth to the townspeople, it will be catastrophic for Boyd's leadership. They're not going to see it as a difficult decision made under impossible circumstances. They're going to see Boyd as someone who thinks he operates above the laws and morals that hold everyone else together. They're going to wonder if any of them could be next. Combine that with Boyd now planning to punch a hole directly into the monster-infested caves, and you have everything you need for the town to turn completely against him. Remember what Jade saw during his vision? In every past cycle, the townspeople always turned on the common denominator. Boyd might be walking straight into that same trap.
I want to come back to the junkyard discovery because the consequences here could be severe. Every time characters in this show uncover significant information about the town's true nature, someone pays a price. It's one of the most consistent rules of Fromville. Victor seeing that bag clearly triggered something deep and traumatic. He was a child when he lived through the previous cycle's massacre. Whatever is in that bag might force him to relive events so horrifying that they broke him as a young person. And if those documents in the glove box reveal something about the man in yellow's true origins or purpose in the town, if they expose some fundamental truth about why this cycle keeps repeating, the consequence for the person who reads them could be devastating. Boyd needs to be very careful about how he uses whatever they find in that car. Here's something the trailer doesn't show, but that I think is going to be hugely important in episode 7. Donna technically died and was brought back. Marielle has suggested that even death doesn't free souls from Fromville. They remain trapped there in some form. So what did Donna experience while she was gone? Did she find genuine peace? Did she see something beyond the town? Or did she find herself still trapped there, just in a different state, confirming Marielle's darkest theory that there truly is no escape from this place? Whatever Donna saw is going to shape the direction of the season in a major way. If she comes back and tells people that even death doesn't free them, that their souls are permanently imprisoned here, the psychological devastation to the townspeople would be complete. Let me bring all of these threads together and tell you why episode 7 feels like the beginning of the end game for season 4. Boyd is making his most dangerous move yet. He's opening the caves. He's going on the offensive against an enemy that already knows his every move. And he's about to lose the trust of the people he needs most. The man in yellow is finally making his direct play against Henry. With blood in his system, this could be the most complete takeover of a resident we've ever seen. Henry could be weaponized against the very people trying to save him. Victor is about to face something from his past that could break him all over again, just when Jade needs him most. And Sophia is watching all of it from inside the walls of Colony House, reporting everything back. This isn't just another episode. This is the moment where all the threads of season 4 start pulling tight. From season 4, episode 7 is shaping up to be an absolute turning point for the season. Henry is about to be consumed by the man in yellow's control. Boyd is making increasingly reckless decisions that could doom the entire town. Victor found something in that car that clearly shook him to his core, and Sophia is watching every move they make. Here's my biggest question heading into this episode. Will someone finally figure out that Sophia is the man in yellow? Because if they don't catch on soon, it's going to be too late. What do you think is in that bag Victor found? Is Boyd about to lose the town's trust for good? And what do you think Donna saw while she was technically dead? Drop all your theories in the comments below. I genuinely love reading your thoughts on this show because the From community has some of the most impressive theories online. Make sure you're subscribed because I'll be breaking down episode 7 the moment it airs. This season is building to something massive, and I don't want you to miss a single piece of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.